Stop right there. Do you want to sound professional or do you want to sound like a textbook beginner for the rest of your life? Be honest, you have been studying English for years. You know the grammar, you can read texts, but when you speak in a meeting, you feel small. Why? Because you hit the vocabulary ceiling. Your brain is addicted to default verbs, words like get, use, and want. These words are safe, simple, and very weak. Every time you use them in a professional context, you are signaling to the world, my English is limited. But today, we are going to break that ceiling. I selected the 5 most common basic verbs that are destroying your credibility, and we will swap them for 5 executive verbs. These are precision tools used by leaders and fluent speakers. By the end of this video, your communication will sound sharper, smarter, and more expensive. Welcome to the English Zen Podcast. Are you ready for the upgrade? Let's go to the board. Let's begin with enemy number 1, the verb get. This is the chameleon verb of English. We use it for absolutely everything. I got a job, I got an email, I got a cold, I got home. It is grammatically correct, but it is extremely vague. When you say I got it, you are not explaining how the object came to you. To fix this, we apply the logic of action. Is the action passive or active? Situation A. If something comes to you automatically, like a message, a package, or a gift, replace get with receive. Do not ask a client, did you get my email? It sounds casual, almost sloppy. Ask, did you receive my email? This creates instant professional distance and politeness. Situation B, if you used effort, energy, or work to catch the object, replace get with obtain. I got the certification sounds like luck. I obtained the certification sounds like an achievement. Words carry energy. Get has low energy. Obtain has high energy. Choose the high energy word. Now let's look at the tool in your hand, the verb use. I use the computer. I use this software. I use English. Again, this is not wrong, but it is flat. It describes the action, but it ignores the strategy. In business, we don't just use things, we employ them to get a result. So the first upgrade is utilize. Utilize means to make practical and effective use of something. Don't say we use a new marketing strategy. Say we utilize a new marketing strategy to capture leads. It sounds deliberate. It sounds calculated. But if you want to sound like a director or a CEO, there is a power word, leverage. Think of the physics. A lever is a machine that multiplies your force. So to leverage means to use something to gain a massive advantage. We need to leverage our network. We must leverage artificial intelligence. When you use this word, you are not just a worker using a tool, you are a strategist maximizing results. Now let's talk about generosity and transaction, the verb give. Give me the report. I gave him some help. The company gives lunch. Be very careful. In a business environment, give can sound childish. It sounds like a parent giving a toy to a child or a friend passing a beer. It is too physical and too casual. When you are a professional, you don't just hand over objects. You supply value to satisfy a need. The executive word is provide. Don't say the boss gives us feedback. Say the boss provides feedback. Give implies a simple transfer. Provide implies preparation and care. Don't say, can you give me more details? Say, can you provide me with more details? This small change signals that you respect the other person's information as a valuable resource, not just something to grab. Use provide to sound like a supplier of solutions, not a distributor of favors. Now we enter the danger zone. Let's talk about verb number 4, want. This is the most dangerous verb in English business communication. Why? Because saying I want this sounds demanding. It places the focus entirely on your personal desire. In a meeting, it can sound like a spoiled child asking for candy. It kills collaboration. To fix this, we have two paths. Path 1, the polite request. Always soften your desire with would like. Don't say to a client, I want to schedule a call. Say, I would like to schedule a call. It changes from a command to an invitation. Path 2, the mandatory rule. If you actually need something because of a rule or process, use require. Don't say, I want your signature here. This sounds like you are annoying. Say, we require your signature here. This is the magic of require. It depersonalizes the request. It's not me versus you, it is the process requires it. It is standard, neutral, and professional. Finally, verb number 5, help. Help is a kind word, but in a corporate hierarchy, it can imply weakness. It sounds like, I am in trouble, please save me. To sound like an equal partner, use assist. Assist implies professional cooperation. It means I am doing the work and you are supporting me. Don't say, can you help me with this project? Say, can you assist me with this project? It changes the dynamic completely. You are not a victim, you are a colleague. Let's review your new executive vocabulary. Number 1, don't get, use receive or obtain. Number 2, don't use utilize or leverage. Number 3, don't give, use provide. Number 4, don't want, use require. Number 5, don't help, use assist. If this video added value to your career, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button right now. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next class. But be careful, vocabulary is 50% of the game. You also need to upgrade your senses. Do you know the precise logic behind see, look, and watch? Most students use them wrong and look confused. Click this video right here to fix your vision verbs immediately. I see you there.